Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. It's actually afternoon. It's like 1:23. So, lots been going on today. A little bit on cars. Well, everything's been done on cars, but it just hasn't been anything you guys probably care about. So let me show you what we got here. So, the Miata, Project Miata. I did fix the burnout taillight bulb. It was just an 1157 that I had. I have one. Went ahead and vacuumed it out, washed it, wiped everything down best I could. Scrubbed on this top for a while. Scrubbed on these wheels. They were a little better. But otherwise, everything works. So the idea is tomorrow morning, I'm gonna drive this down to St. Pete and give it back to Edin, and Project Miata will be gone. So then the question became, what next, right? And that's a complicated little question because there's a lot of things that could come next, but some things that can't, right? So for starters, I'd love to start on Big Red, but I can't because I need Big Red to pull my fifth wheel here at the end of the month. So on the 26th, tree guys are coming. They're going to cut this tree down completely and grind the stump, as well as the tree behind my camper. That one. Those two trees are coming down on the 26th. And I can't have this in the way, and I also can't have that under it. This can't be here, and Dad's truck camper can't be there, right? Which is right there. So need the truck to move this and to move that. So to do that, there's a lot involved, right? So for starters, we got to take the cap off the truck, clean out the bed of the truck, and I need a place to put this. So what we're thinking is we're gonna winch the Super Beetle frame onto the car trailer here, and then we're gonna hook the car trailer up and bring it over to the side yard. Let me take you over here and show you. And then I think what we're gonna do is back up the utility trailer, which is over here. So in order to do that, this utility trailer has to go back. In order for it to go back, I've got to get this Super Beetle front clip cut up a little bit, right? So what we're going to do real quick is lift it up and cut this bottom section of frame off of it and the struts and everything with a torch here in a second. That way we can get that out of here and we can set this up on its top, right? So it'll basically sit right here, boom. That way, that gives us an additional 2-3 feet. Everything should fit, and that'll get that done and out of the way. So that's kind of what's going on at the moment. We had a little rattle on the suspension on the van we had to fix real quick. No biggie. Just a little bolt came loose. We got that fixed. So things are happening. But first and foremost is trying to get some things in the right places, right? That way we're in a good position and not, fumbling around at the end of the month trying to get all of this moved, right? I got to hook up my fifth wheel hitch receiver in the truck again and do all the things. So that's what we're doing, guys. I'll come back to you in a little bit, show you what we got going on, and see where we get. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so if you remember, I said we had a Super Beetle carcass back here. We're gonna start chopping it up here, try to get some of this weight off. Basically, I need these struts off. None of this is gonna break free, it's all stuck crap. So we're gonna cut it here here, there. Take this whole assembly off. Same on the other side. Get this shock off of here. Just get it to where this frame piece comes off, so we got a lot less weight. And then we'll chop that up a little bit. So I'll set you guys up and let you watch Big around with his torches, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Here's the you guys know what you're looking at. Steering column. This would be the hood, trunk, whatever you want to call it. go, guys. We still probably have to cut it up into smaller pieces, but it's on the trailer. Stay tuned, more to come. Okay guys, so let's kind of talk about what's going to happen next, right? Project Miata is complete. It goes back to Edin tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. It'll be at his house, and so you won't see this car for a while until he gets some more parts or something breaks or something happens like that. So I've told him that I'm officially his mechanic, and just if something happens, let me know. So anyway, I've kind of signed up for a lifelong help this kid out. So that's happening over here. Now, thing is up for sale still. So it's fine, it's done. So that brings our attention right here. 1963 Chrysler 300. Great car. A lot of body work already done to this car. A couple issues. You have seen us now recently install the windows, door handle, so on and so forth. The original windshield is just kind of sitting in there, so on. But there are issues with this car that we need to address relatively soon. And by that I mean like tomorrow, which is it's rusting. So basically what happened here is we did a lot of body work on this car. And then we were in the middle of doing stuff, and long story short, we sanded through. You see where you can see black through the cream. You see some gray, and then you see these things. Okay. See the rust on the hood? Okay, so it's not terrible yet, but it's getting there, okay? I have several spots on this car. You can see them here, just all over, okay? There's one there, around the arch, anywhere we sanded through. Down here, right there for sure. Back here on the back, here, and here on the edges, which makes sense. This is in decent shape. I got a couple spots, but you see what I'm saying. There's rust, right? You got a spot there, there. This is really bad. It's not really bad, but it's just a lot. All of that there. So basically what's going to happen next is tomorrow we're going to pull the Chrysler. Once the Miata's out of here and everything, probably around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, we'll pull the Chrysler into the driveway or into the garage. I'm not sure just yet. It's whatever Ron wants to do. We're going to block this car down with 220, and then we're going to prime it, right? And do a primer sealer on it and get something, take care of this rust, treat the rust, and probably hit a couple spots, just kind of clean up some things if we need to, and just get it in a better state. That's kind of the idea. So we also are going to remove that trunk lid. This is off a 64. We know that because of the emblem here. This is a 63, and the trunks are close, but I for whatever reason, my factory trunk lid that came with the car fits better than the 64 that I got from the swap meet. So we're going to swap the trunk lids tomorrow. Swap the old one back on the car, and then address that, and then prime everything. I would like to go hot rod black. I think it would look really good black, and just see how that looks, right? And just kind of do something different. It definitely needs a coat of primer, but I need it to be a different color. I'm tired of looking at it in cream. I don't like the multicolored whatever this is. So this was flat black at one point. It looked really mean. Probably going to put it back flat black, just a U-pole high build black. We'll shoot that on here. Probably, I don't know if a gallon will do it or not. It might need more, but we'll try and see what we can do. Now I know for a fact that Auto Body Express is closed tomorrow. Sunday, they'll be back open on Monday, so Monday I'll probably go get some primer and see if we can't shoot this thing, if it's ready. I mean, I don't really see us spending a whole lot of time on this, but you know, that's where we're at. So anyway guys, just wanted to explain why we're doing this. It's to try to save the car, right? This kind of thing we can't have. And then once that's primed and sealed and where it needs to be, we will be right back on the Apache. We do have patch panels coming as well for the upper from LMC Truck, and so that'll be kind of fun. We still have to do the door patch panels, cab corner, inner cab corner, weld all this together. Still got to patch the floor in the back. I mean, there's a lot of work to do. We still have repairs to do, like here, in and up the pillar here needs some attention. I got to weld up all the holes in the firewall that I don't need. Clean everything up, grind it down, make it look like it never happened. There's a lot of work to do. So stay tuned for all that. That's where we're at here. It's kind of the state of the union. I will tell you that at the end of the month, we're going to be having those 2 trees cut down outside. So it'll be hard to work on anything. But once they're done, it'll only take them a couple hours to do it. But once they get those cut down and we get the campers back where they go and all the things, probably a day's worth of work. I am going to start on Big Red. I need to get the frame under Big Red like yesterday. So this is the frame on the side of the house. It is just about the heaviest thing you've ever seen. Tilting it up like this took the engine hoist and 3 men to get it up to like this. So just getting this down and physically in the driveway where the Miata is, it's going to be a challenge. There's probably a day's worth of work there just to figure out how to do it without getting hurt. But then what we'll do is remove the bed, the cap, the bed, bumper, everything off the rear, drive out from under it, leave it back in the back, and then we'll work on disassembly of the cab and get the cab off the frame. And then basically what I want to do is have the stock frame that's under it now right here and have the new frame right here, and I want to just start taking parts off and putting them on. Boom, 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 and make it super simple, nice and easy, and as easy as I can. I've got some cool upgrades I want to do to the truck. I don't want to bring them up yet because I'm not sure if I can afford them, but you guys know how expensive diesel parts are. But I'm going to try to do some cool stuff to it, give it a little more pep, and see where this thing goes. And definitely a transmission if we can afford it, and go down the road there. So stay tuned. There's a whole lot of things coming, and yeah. So stay tuned for everything, guys. Talk at you in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. So today was kind of one of those days where we got some things done that just needed to get done. Not necessarily focusing on any one thing. So as you've seen earlier in this video, we went ahead and cleaned up the Miata. It's ready to go to Edin tomorrow morning. I'm going to drop that off at 8 a.m. So that'll be gone. So you won't see that again for a while. Now, we did go ahead and get the 74 Super Beetle front clip cut up with the torch, and hopefully ready to get rid of all the parts and take it to the scrapyard and get rid of all of that. That was a big deal. It was sitting there where if you went back on our back lanai or back patio, it was right there, right? I mean, yeah. So my mom's happy. That's good. So we got that done. Then we boxed up Mike from thingparts.com, sold our rear 2-inch wider rear fenders. And so we got them boxed up and measured and everything, and the dimensions sent to Mike so that he can send us a label so we can ship it to whoever this person is. So we did that. That was interesting. That was not an easy thing to do. I have a great respect for the people that box things every day. My God. But then it got us talking, right? Like the discussion is what's next, right? What's the next thing that needs to be done, right? I mean, there's a lot of things still that need to be done kind of sooner than later. And one of those things is what you see behind me here. That guy there, yeah. Get my finger to work the right way. So the 1963 Chrysler 300, I think we're gonna pull it in the garage, or at least where the Miata is tomorrow,
and probably sand it down with 220, and try to get it primed in the next couple days. We have some issues with it as far as some just some rust spots. You guys have seen that on the hood and various other places on the car that we just want to take care of and treat and get something on it so it doesn't rot away out here, right? So that's going to happen over the next few days, as well as we'll be working on the Apache too. We have parts coming for the Apache. We've got those upper patch panels coming, which is great. I'm excited about that. I'll bring all that to you when it comes. But need to get the Chrysler primed, at least a primer sealer on it. And you know, we also need to put the stock trunk lid back on it. The one that came with the car, it fits better than the 64 trunk lid that I got on it now. So we're gonna drag that out of the shed and bolt it on. And just all around, just kind of go around the car and make it better. Hit anything we see or can that's glaring that needs to be done, and continue to prep this car for glass. Still waiting, I'll probably wait for the rest of my life, for the rear window seal. If anybody out there has a 1963 Chrysler 300 that you know, it's rotting away in your backyard, or you know, you're selling for parts or any of those things, I need a back window rubber, okay? Like terribly. I bought one from a guy in California. It's been 3 years going on 4. He texted me a couple weeks ago, said that he was going to box it up and ship it that day and send me a tracking number. I have not heard from him since. I've reached out and have not got a response, so that tells me it's probably not coming. But he's like this. I'm just too damn nice, is really what it comes down to. So yeah, that's where we're at there. Try to get this Chrysler a little farther down the road, right? It continues to more and more look like the keeper for me, which is interesting because it's not the car I expected to keep. But it is without a doubt the rarest car that I own. But it needs to kind of go to that next level. Now, maybe you guys can tell me what color you'd like to see it primed. Should we go white? Or should we go flat black? I've seen it in flat black. It looks cool. I've seen it in the tannish, whatever cream color you see there. And I'm not a fan of that. It just doesn't do anything for me. But, yeah, what do you guys think? I think we got some work to do bodywork wise for sure. You know, really what we'll probably do is just sand it down and prime it and then go back later and do body work, but it could, that could change. So anyways, guys, that's where we're at there. My 1973 Volkswagen thing, which you see over there, right out there, is for sale. If you're interested in it, hit me up. I'm getting ready to put it on eBay. And I also have it on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm probably going to put it in Auto Trader and bring a trailer and all that. So if you're interested in looking for a really nice 73 Volkswagen thing, I've got one for you. So that's where we're at, guys. That's kind of the state of the union. Didn't do anything on the Apache today. Needed to just finish up, you know, wash and everything, the Miata, load it back up with his stuff. I did fix the tail light bulb. It was 1157, one we had, just a burnout bulb. Turn signal and brake lights work great. It was just the one actual tail light bulb in the center. So got that working, and you know, we'll see how it goes tomorrow driving it to St. Pete. That's about an hour drive, so that should be interesting. Kind of go down that road, but I think it'll be fine. It runs cool. It's got great oil pressure. It doesn't smoke. there is no issues with it that I can really see. Glaring, like mechanical issues. I don't feel or see any driving it around the neighborhood and spiritedly driving it. You know, the biggest issue with the car that I see is the radio doesn't work. So, that's something we can take care of down the road. So, anywho's, I hope you guys have a great night, great Saturday night. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl. I don't have a dog in the fight, so I don't really, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it just to watch it, I think. But yeah, I don't. I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan. For those of you that didn't know, I'm from Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area originally, and me and my brother are huge Bengal fans. We're actually looking at probably, maybe one day moving back to Cincinnati, and if we do, I think I'll probably get season tickets and go to the games and stuff, which would be kind of fun. So, I actually have not been to a game since they've had Joe Burrow. I haven't been to a game since they had Carson Palmer, okay? Forget Andy Dalton. I've never seen an Andy Dalton game. Thank God. Because, I'm a Bengals fan. We like pain and suffering. Yeah, so, anywho, I'm not the biggest fan of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I respect them for what they've been able to do. I think they're a heck of a team. But at the same time, I can't help be a little jealous and wish I was there, So, anyway, guys, see what happens. But we'll be back tomorrow, probably working on the Chrysler and the Apache, and I'll bring all that to you, and I'll bring you some footage of giving Edin back his car, and if I can get it, and if I remember the camera, and we'll go from there. And we'll just keep knocking out all these projects and getting things primed and painted and done, and just keep rolling down the road here. I mean, that's kind of the name of the game. We got a bunch of projects. We just got to get them done, right? So, I know it seems a little weird that sometimes we stop in the middle of doing something to do something else. That's just life, and sometimes you need a change of scenery, I mean, that's kind of why it happens a lot, but I think we're in a really good place so far this year. I'm really happy where we're at, and really looking forward to what's to come. I think there's a lot of very, very interesting things that could happen this year, and so stay tuned for all that. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom, and we will be back tomorrow. Have a great night.